using AI for day-to-day in marketing and things that are not super tricky, things that you can take home and use yourself today. So that's the thought. Did I vamp enough for you, Sanjay?
Yep.
All right,
Well,
over to you.
good afternoon, folks. Thank you, Cindy. So we are starting a new series here. I'm Sanjay Dalal, the founder and CEO of oGoing, and my co-host here, Cindy. Go ahead.
Oh, hey, Cindy Zuelsdorf here. Good to see you.
Thank you all for attending. And so we have a series of sessions we are planning this year, actually. Let me share the screen quickly here. And yeah, today's session is marketing in the age of AI. What do you all think of that photo there? Right? It's created with AI. So I want to hear some yays, maybes.
It looks cool.
It looks cool. It's just kind of our own local Times Square, no? In California. Just kidding. So that's me on a sunny day. I think in the back, if you read quickly, it says things are changing, but I like the song. Times are changing from Bob Dylan. I'm sure most of you know that song. I was wondering where his album stacked up in the top 100 albums. Apple Music has been sharing them on Twitter or X. I just want to see where it is now. But with me is Cindy. Cindy, go ahead.
Hey, I'm Cindy Zuelsdorf, and glad you're here. We're going to share some useful tactics you can put to work today. And I'm all about making sure the marketing starts a sales conversation. So if you ever need any help with that, hit me up. Otherwise, we're going to keep doing these sessions and share with you on a regular basis tools that we're using in real life.
Absolutely, Cindy. And you may want to speak up a little bit. I hope everybody's listening to her. But yeah, we have. So Cindy and I started chatting about a few weeks ago, saying, "Hey, what do we do? Something new, exciting that we both enjoy sharing. Our insights. Thing that we are learning. It's not that we know everything here, and we want to share. We also help our customers. Some of you are here, so thank you for attending and sharing what you do on your end, right? And please do share in the chat as to where you are joining in from. And importantly, your company name if you have a company. So would love to see that in the chat conversation. But as you can see, we have a calendar here for the whole year. I'm not going to go through each and every topic here, but it's every other Wednesday, which incidentally means bi-monthly. And I had to double check what that meant. No, bi-weekly, actually. Sorry, bi-weekly means every other week. And in the language, it also means twice a week. Go figure that out, right? That's English language. But this is every other Wednesday, and we have schedules. Same link that you have, you'll be able to use that to join us. And if you like these topics, please do attend every week or every other week. Sorry, there you go. And share. If you would love to share this with your contacts there. Cindy, any topic here that stands out besides the one of today, quickly?
I'm always about email marketing because email marketing is really the second best way to reach out to our clients, customers. The first best way being get on a phone call, get in front of them in person, meet up at a trade show. But secondly, email is the way to go. And of course, so many other tools. So that one bubbles up for sure. Oh, they're also good. Anything we can do to start a conversation with our people, any tool is good with me.
Yeah, how do we open that, right? How do we open that conversation? Where folks may not be listening to you, right? Actually, combined with email, we'll combine it with SMS as well, because one of the things we thought earlier was how do we send reminders to our own webinar, right? I mean, you all get it through emails, but if we do ask you to share with us your phone number, mobile number, then we can send you an SMS reminder as well. So that's another way for lead generation as well. We'll talk about that. Quickly, what I do, that's oGoing behind me as well. You can see the logo. What we do is we have built a community for small businesses. It's a social media platform and a community. So, you can join just like you are on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. oGoing provides a place for every small business out there, including the ones who are joined today, to join and share what you do, your stories, your products, your services, your business tips, if you may, what's going on, right? That's what we do. And it's a very easy to use community. If you're on LinkedIn, it's a no-brainer. So, we call it like a LinkedIn for small businesses. We have 150,000 members who are joining. We started in California. Now we have members from all over the country and frankly, all over the world at this point. And why you should join? It helps you boost your website traffic. It helps you boost your networking because you are now connecting to other business owners and established as well as new. You can share your insights. And while you are on it, as you share your stories, as you're sharing your business, it also helps you boost your SEO and your brand. I mean, I've seen businesses actually come out of oGoing with many new contacts, potentially new partners, customers, and importantly, it adds your website traffic. So now you're building up, more visibility online. So you can go to either ogoing.com or ogoing.net, and would love to see you all there. And Cindy, your turn to quickly share about Kokoro, yeah?
Okay, I'm just going to keep it to a sentence or two. You know how when you have marketing and you're not sure if it's actually helping or doing anything, we're all about making sure it starts that sales conversation so you can talk to people and sell more stuff. So I'd say let's get right into it. But how about you, Sanjay?
Yep, Cindy, let's get right into it. And so today's topic is as relevant as it gets because everything we hear now is AI, and I can't imagine a day where they will say, here is an AI In-N-Out burger, right? Although I'm a vegetarian, but it's interesting that everything will be AI enabled, if not already. But we are talking AI more from how we can help us on the marketing side. And Cindy and I started talking about this. We said, look, there are things that we already use, right? You just saw the image that I created, for our session today. But besides that, there's a lot more we do. And we wanted to share with you some practical examples, by actually sharing them live. We're going to do something that most experts don't do. We actually want to go live and show you something we do. So you will see how this can be beneficial to you. But just quickly, here are 5 different bucket areas we have put here, as to where we use it, from relationship to revenue. We talk about, Cindy will talk about that, how she uses some of that on LinkedIn, right? And how it's helping her customers. Videos, images, we'll share some of the ideas there, both from creating new content as well as taking an existing content and making sure it's short and sweet and something that you can repurpose and reuse. Social media is a no-brainer. I think that probably is still a number one application where most marketeers and businesses, they immediately start AI use with by creating a lot of interesting content or getting content ideas, if not verbatim, and we'll talk about that as to how much of that content you should or should not use and what's valuable there, including website, blogs, and so on. Analytics is something interesting. I want to show you a quick example on that as to how AI could be very useful, but it can give you interesting analytics and insights on what's happening as long as you have data to feed. So first things first, you've got to be able to feed it data. And if you can feed data, then it will give you some answers. And we'll talk about that. And along with that, new ideas of how you want to market yourself, what kind of research you want to do on your competition. A lot of that is there. AI can help you there as well. But with all that being said, Cindy, would you like to add some things to this? And then we'll get into live mode here.
No, I think we should just do the examples. You talked about the website analytics. If you feel like starting with that, or I can pick one and kick it off. Why don't you go ahead with your analytics though? I thought that was so cool.
Yeah. Let's do that. So let me stop. Let me actually.
Or if you're not ready, I can go for it. But go for it.
No, it's right here. It's right here. So I'm actually.
Yeah, I love that.
Right here.
Thought it was cool.
And there you go. Oh, by the way, some of you probably received the survey I sent earlier. So thank you for some of us who participated, just to show you that. But on the analytics side, so what I did was I have a customer who is mainly into They sell seat cushions, right? So they are in the business of, and they're really valuable for, especially if you are in a wheelchair or if you use the roads a lot, right? If you're traveling every day, let's say a few hundred miles. And so I said, well, I mean, of course, I can look at the analytics which are available on Google or some other tools, and they give you these reports, but a lot of it is all numerical. So I said, well, you know what, let me download the reports that the analytics gives me, which if I need to make sense of it, it will take me a lot more effort. I mean, it's not that you can't, but what if I actually ask AI on what it can do for me? So I asked the prompt, I said, look, the attached data contains website analytics for new and returning users, comparing them over a period of 3 months. This is mostly for website right now. And what are some insights that we can gain, from these reports, and what changes? I didn't want just the insights. I wanted AI to tell me what I need to do as a marketeer to help this business out. So what changes should the business make based on what you see? So first it tells me the insights, in terms of new users versus returning. It just so happened this was one of the better time frames. So there was definitely significant increase in new users. You can see returning users also, because a lot of times you buy a seat cushion for a wheelchair, or you may buy it for a car, or you may buy it, if you're going to a sports show, right? So a lot of times people do go back and they buy it for themselves or for family members. So, we wanted to check on both sides. Since this is a website, I wanted to quickly see what is the bounce rate about what's happening, right? So they said, look, there was an increase in the bounce rate. So that's not something a marketeer or a website owner likes to see, because bounce rate increase means people are leaving the website quicker than you would like to be. Not a big increase, but definitely there is some increase in the bounce rate. And also at the same token, the time they spend on the website, it went down from like 6 minutes 51 seconds to 5 minutes 41 seconds, so almost a minute down, right? So again, these are things that now, if I'm a marketeer or owner, I need to drill down into the content and figure out where is it that they're spending less time or what happened here. But having said that, the session duration for new users, it improved slightly. Pages per session, how many pages a visit, both for new and returning. So the new users roughly actually increase, which is a good thing. And the same thing with conversion rates and revenues and traffic sources. Like, where are these people coming from, right? Revenue, that was a big one. So there was a slight increase in revenue, but a slight decrease. So revenue for new users went up, returning users went down. So again,
That's amazing that it has it there. I love that.
Yep. So we're tracking that as well based on part of this is how do we do all this? Well, we have to install the right, the tags or the code, if you may, on the website, and everywhere there is a point of connection between you and your prospects and your customers, right? So everywhere, as long as you have all that in place, then you can get this knowledge. And then, we get into where is the traffic coming from, right? The organic, paid, and direct. But most importantly, it gives you some good recommendation as to what you can do. Because now that we have observed what's happening, now it's telling you, well, how do you improve your engagement? I mean, some of this is common sense. How do you improve engagement? Well, you got to analyze your content, see where the bounce rate is high. And if it is, then, add something more engaging, something that, more visible, something more interesting. Conversion optimization, again, A/B testing is something you'll hear from many people, including us. Keep trying out new things. That's what it means, so that you really get it right. Eventually you want to make sure that the bounce rate, the number of pages they view, all of those things, and importantly, the conversion rate improves, right? And same thing with traffic source optimization. It's asking you to do a better job with SEO and so on, PPC campaigns, retargeting, which is very important, especially if you have a lot of returning users, or every time a new user comes to your site, but they don't necessarily buy. That's where
I love retargeting.
Cindy, you can talk about the retargeting ads, yeah? how important those are, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, the user feedback. But this is an example of an AI. Now, I'm not saying as a marketer, where I've looked at reports like this, like hundreds of times, I didn't have these insights. Yes, I did. But what this does is it generates this for you beautifully. Now, this is not always verbatim. Right? I wouldn't say this is all 100% correct, but what it tells me is like, okay, did I miss something or not? Or did I see somewhere where there is a chance to improve? Or is
Well, it
there a
gave you the
number?
revenue numbers, right? It gave you
Absolutely.
actually revenue percentages, which I thought was so
Uh,
useful. You know the customer best to know what that all means, but that's
yeah,
interesting
yeah.
data.
So this
Mhm.
is an example of how an AI tool, and since I'm using ChatGPT, and
Yeah.
ChatGPT has the different versions. They have the 3.5, which is free for everybody. The 4 and the latest one is 4.0, which you pay like $20 a month. If you don't want to pay, you can actually use Microsoft's Bing. Bing also uses GPT-4, which actually it's free. So the only thing is you have to download the Bing, application or
Oh, that's good to know.
on your iPad or tablet or your computer, right?
Yeah.
And Microsoft also recently came out with the Microsoft Copilot, so you could use that as well. But they also use on the back end the Chat GPT's AI, right? So and now Google has come out with Google Gemini, so they
Right.
don't have I would say the applications yet, but definitely you can use it directly from the website. So again, these are the tools you can use to generate this kind of intelligence or give you this kind of knowledge. With that, I'll give it to Cindy to talk about some other things. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a couple examples just teed up here. I've got a social and a Google reviews and a video clip. Any votes on which one I start with?
The three choices were, Cindy, again,
Video clips,
video clips,
Google reviews,
Google reviews.
and social.
All right. I
Oh
think video
yeah.
clips.
We got a couple video clips.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, let's do that. Let's do that one first. I know that one's good. Okay, sharing now. Okay, so this is a clip. Does anybody see my screen? Anybody at all? You
See
do.
it?
Okay, cool. So this is a clip that's I just grabbed a post on LinkedIn, and you can see that it's just a under 1 minute clip, and there's open captions or subtitles right in there. This one's talking about trade show follow-up right here. And the way that we did that is every week I do like a 7 minute live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. And we took that 7 minutes and popped it into this software. And Fallon, if you want to put the link for this software in the chat, that would be awesome. Can you chat to everybody, Fallon? Is it set up to do that? If not, I can pop it in. So if you guys want to try it, they have a free account. So we started out using it free, but then we loved it so much, we were doing it more. So you just like drop the video in and it comes back with a bunch of clips, gives you like information about, hey, what do we think about this clip? And then has the captions in there. You can go in and edit because sometimes I want to change it. It didn't, but it's pretty darn good in terms of that. And then once you find the ones you want, you can download them and post them wherever, or there's actually a tool right in here that will let you schedule them out. So you could schedule out a YouTube short every day or something like that. So
And can
any
you share like
questions?
how many seconds the clips are, or you can tell it the truth?
You can tell it, and it's kind of optimized for under 1 minute because YouTube shorts need to be under a minute. And so I
Ah,
think that's what it's teed up to. But I believe you can adjust that. I didn't. We just left it at the default settings. And
okay.
this was so cool that I just one of my friends was using it for his marketing agency that's like B2C for contractors kind of a thing. And then he was using it with that. And I just jumped on and checked it out for a second. And then I shared it with Fallon and Atisha on our team, and they like just got in there and started using it. Like it was super easy to use. So that's one. Is that questions about that? Pretty self-explanatory.
What is
Can
the what is go ahead, go ahead, sorry.
can you tell me what is
Yeah.
the uh what is it? How do I find it? On Google, on YouTube?
The software?
Yeah.
The software, my colleague Fallon just put the link in the chat here. Do you see it in there? There's a chat right here in
we
Zoom.
will share this resources after the session as well. So
We will.
if you don't see the link, we will make sure everybody sees these tools that they can use. Yeah.
Yes.
We will,
Good.
we will email everyone. Yes.
I love you, honey. I'm on a call.
I love you too.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I do.
My son was leaving for lunch. I thought I put myself on mute.
I do love you too, Camille. So it's all good. My daughter's here. I get it. All right, Meg, sorry to be off track there, but the link, I don't know if you see it in the chat, but if not, just put your email in the chat and Fallon or I'll email it to you after this. If you can find the chat here in Zoom. And then we'll send it. And what it is a piece of software. You can get a free account and it'll take existing video clips that you have and make them into smaller pieces. Does that help? And Meg, I can't hear you. You got to unmute. I want to hear you though. When you can unmute, jump in and tell us what you want to know. I cannot hear you, sadly.
Okay, so I am.
Yes.
I'm
Hi.
here. Sorry.
You're all
Okay.
good.
I've got the bit.ly link,
Yes.
and I heard what you said, and
Okay.
I'm sending you my email. I think this is fabulous, and fabulous. Bye.
Excellent. Okay. My email's in the chat as well, and you can reach out to me or to Sanjay or anybody. Okay. Second thing I wanted to share, if it's cool, just showing real life stuff that we do day to day. Where's the cool one? Okay. So if you go to, where's the Googler? If you go to Google, you can check out, we've got some Google reviews. We use AI to do the replies. So recent review we got is right here. We have like an automated system, by the way, that sends out a little like, hey, could you review me on Google? Because we know that Google rewards you for having reviews, right?
Absolutely.
And they reward you and you get higher, you're going to be higher up in the search results. It's one of the simplest things you can do to help Google like you. And then we also know they like it when you reply to the review. So wherever you can set up some automation for that, and it's not expensive, you can just set it right up. So this reply, I didn't write it. This Fallon didn't write it. This was written, I'm sure you saw this, Fallon, because Fallon works with this client, Dom. And I first read this and I thought it was you, Fallon. And then I'm like, oh no, that's the AI thing we have set up that replied to him. So
wow, so it actually personalizes it. That's awesome.
yeah. Because I'm like, wait, Fallon wouldn't write. Glad you had a great experience with Fallon, because I'm like, because Fallon wouldn't write it like that. But nobody else knows that. Doesn't matter. So yeah, I love it. So we're just setting that up. Super easy tool. Not expensive. I mean, just, we want Google to love us. So that's one of the fastest ways to be loved by the Google.
So Cindy, on this reviews, is it possible to test it out so you can give it some customer potential reviews?
You can train it.
Yeah, like what kind of responses you are seeing and things like that. Yeah.
You can train it, but I didn't.
Okay.
I just let it rip.
Just let it rip.
I'm like, okay, if I don't like it, I'll just take them off of there.
Okay.
So, and I very much walk the walk. Like we use it ourselves before we recommend it to our customers, our clients, so that I can just say exactly what I said to you. Yeah, I didn't train it. I didn't do anything. I just fired it up. You can go in and change it if you want to, but why? In fact, I have to say automation's so great because it can take all these kind of mundane tasks out of our lives. And then as business owners, as salespeople, we can go do what we do best, be in our zone, and do what we do best. Some of the people we work with Love them. They're so perfectionist. They want to go in and change everything that's automation is done. And it's like exactly undoing the time savings. You just saved, 10 hours a week and you just decided you're going to go redo the work. And like, would it be better if I sat there and write that review response? No, it wouldn't. I can go be on this call with you guys instead. So a fan of using automation and AI. So here's a social post. I just grabbed this picture, Sanjay, of you and me and tossed it. This is the tool we use. It's the same one that does the Google reviews, but you can do this in lots of stuff. And I took notes about our next session while you were talking. Let's see,
Yeah.
do I have
wow.
them?
That's like
I took a couple quick notes about it, and I've got the registration link. So I'm just gonna pop back over. Sorry, share. There we go. There's that share button. So I just copied my notes. I'm pasting it in. It's not like really written very well. It's just some notes, literally. So just by clicking AI, generate with AI, I can just put that back in here, my notes, and then marketing apps, essential apps, right? That's what we're calling it.
yeah.
Okay, writing tone. We can put keywords in if you want to, writing tone. So this is all, the back end is ChatGPT too. Let's see, witty. Let's be witty. And length of the content, you can choose number of
I like how
variations.
it gives you this ideas from the
Yeah,
get-go. That's awesome. Yeah.
yeah. So let's see. And then it's just like, again, like, could I write it better? I don't know, maybe, but why? I can just instead, grab one of these guys. Hey, business mavericks.
I like that.
Like, I have
That
to
would
say,
help.
sometimes I don't always use everything there. Um, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I want to say marketing mojo, but I get it. It's alliterative. I'll say marketing game. I don't know if that's any better, but there you go.
Yeah.
And there's the post. So, it's kind of fast and fun, and you can just do stuff quickly and efficiently. And I love it so much. You can schedule that out for a year. I'm like, grab a cup of coffee, do all your social posts for the next year. Then you can insert your organic posts whenever you want, but you got your consistency dialed in, right?
Yeah.
So this is the
I think
three I wanted to share.
some of these tools also let you personalize it in the sense that if you have a certain way you want things to be, like, some folks have a more direct tone, somebody likes to share things in second person, some others, so I think you can customize it to actually say the way you want to say things.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
And for technical content, I mean, I always look at it because we want to be sure it's correct. And Alan, I'm sorry I didn't do video with puppies. I should have, but I could have, because then you could have selected the correct puppy for it. So it's a great way to do things, but also have some common sense and judgment, especially if it's a technical topic, to be sure it's correct. Yes. So questions about those three that I brought to the table here? I saw somebody ask about text magic, and we use Magically quite a bit. So that's maybe similar. So I thought a question from somebody about that. What other questions do you have about using AI in your marketing? Do you feel like you could use, does anybody here feel like they could pick one of the things that Sanjay and I talked about today and try it this afternoon? Anybody at all? Yay, Meg. Yay, Alan.
I will.
Yes.
I am obsessive compulsive. If somebody says this works and I don't have to write everything, I can rewrite, I can fix it.
Of course you can.
So
yeah.
let's use AI, not ad nauseum. The question I have is there a way with Magically that I can have the AI take a message from somebody?
I don't know about magically, but we
Okay.
use take a message from somebody on our website. So if you go to our website right now, there's a hey, chat with us now, and you can take a message. If you call, we've got a couple business numbers, but if you call the business number, I'm not going to pick up, and Fallon's not either because she's on this call here. You're going to get a text message back that says, "Hey, what do you need?" And then you can text back, and now that goes right into our CRM, and we can follow up. So stuff like
Okay.
that's totally available.
Totally.
Mhm.
And so the SMS is doing text messaging.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. So I can sit and write them on the computer or dictate them to my file to answer people's questions, or
You could answer people's questions by text or email, and you could dictate the response. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You could totally do that. Yes. Camille, you want to know what the third share was? We shared social posts. We shared a Google review system and including AI responses. And then was that the one, Camille?
No, it was the one after Opus. You did
Oh.
Opus, and then you shared the Google review,
Video.
and I was leaving you a Google review, and I missed your
Oh,
third.
social posting.
Social
Social
posting.
Social
posting.
posting.
The LinkedIn, yeah.
I'll stay on at the end and show it again to anybody who wants to see it.
I'll
Which
stay.
we're coming up on the end. But
Yeah, Kumu has raised
all
her
right,
hand.
so
Kumu, you had a question? Yeah.
who else? Yeah.
Kumu,
Who
go
else
ahead.
can use a tool today? Who can use a tool today? I want to.
Hello,
What are you gonna
Sanjay,
use?
can you hear me?
Yeah, Kumu, go
Yes.
ahead. Go ahead,
Hi.
please.
Hi, how are you?
Loving it. Good, good. I love the
All
lotus.
right. Yeah. So I just wanted to share something that if you look at my name thing on top here on the screen where it says Kumu Consulting. So I went in and used the AI generated logo. And that lotus it's always been my logo because my name means lotus. So it's all but I had borrowed images from Google before on my website. But now that we have AI, and I've always been cognizant of the fact that someday someone might say this is copyrighted. So I went in and I created a AI generated lotus. So now it's all mine.
Brilliant.
Is it, So
I love that.
And did you use
So
Gemini
good.
for that? What tool did you use, Kumu, for the image?
it's funny if I tell you, because this is just on my WhatsApp. Meta has
Yeah.
a
Oh,
AI.
Meta. Yes, yes, yes. Meta AI.
Yeah.
They have on WhatsApp, they have a thing for you to use to create images. So I just used it there.
That's true.
Nice.
If you are on WhatsApp, WhatsApp has an AI. It used to be WhatsApp AI, now they call it Meta AI, and it's like your personal companion. You can ask questions in audio, and you can chat what you want. It gives you some pretty good answers, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. I use this also for my peace initiative, for the Global Peace Initiative. It created a very nice logo. Very nice logo.
Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, you mean a new logo
Nicely
for
done.
Yeah.
That's true, actually. It does allow you to create some awesome logos, and it gives you a choice. So you don't have to go with the very first one you see, right? You can ask AI to regenerate logos or even any image you see, and just give it more prompts, as they say, right? Saying, look, I don't like this. What about this? And it actually will try to give you something more interesting. Yeah. Takes some patience, though, at times. Okay.
How about you, Kathy, Abe, Akatsan, Dave, Alan? Other questions? Don't have to, just making space.
It's okay from me. That's just for hearing the recap my idea. So that's fine. Thank you.
That's good.
I'm going to check the bit.ly clip.
I know. You would love that, Kathy. You could totally use that for your company, your NAB follow-up, or are you doing Infocom?
No,
No? Okay, so for IBC, you could use it for your
IBC, yeah.
pre-IBC stuff. It'd be perfect for that.
I
I
mean,
have a
one
fun,
other.
like, oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead, Sandy. You were saying something.
I was just gonna share this like for 10 seconds. I needed a picture of Alex from the show, and this is what we used. And here he is standing here. But we didn't have a picture of Alex. And so I'm gonna show you the picture that we started
Alex
with.
was transposed, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Nice.
so this is the picture we started with. And it took me longer to load the file. So this is along the lines of what you were talking about, Kumu, to get
Huh?
myself out of there and these two dudes out of there and put the ATSC logo on there. It took me longer to describe it to you just now than it did to actually use Gen AI to fix it.
Huh.
Yes, and we have reasons to do that many a time, right? If you look at, yeah, I think Meg has shared some resource, Text Magic. We'll look at that for sure. For SMS, okay? Thank you, Meg. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, Cindy, it's
Anybody
Alan. How you
else? Hey, Alan, bring it. You always have the good stuff.
Yeah, hey, a question I have is, and it doesn't have to be for here, and maybe there's a webinar on this that you're going to do, but and I typed it in there, but anything that speeds up creating ads for social, we can
Creating
do
ads.
the social posts, I mean, heck, we do behavior-based, modification in dog world, so it's easy to put puppies on the screen, and everybody loves puppies, right? So. It's funny because I always said, as a marketer in B2B, I said, if you ever see me use puppies, I'm getting desperate in marketing, but now that's all I do. So,
Hilarious.
but anything to speed up ad generation would be great.
Ad generation. Okay.
I think we have a topic on advertising a little later, but we may do it sooner. We are always up for changes.
I know. We could mix them up.
Yeah, we can mix it up. Yeah, but that's a great question, Alan. And yeah, I mean, specific to ad generation, I mean, I know a lot of these tools let you do that, but I think what you're asking is like, is there something created just for creating great ad copy, right? That's a question, right? And different.
Yeah, it's ad copy, and sometimes it's also making sure that I follow the rules, where I don't have to do manual checking. Did I use the wrong word? Did I put free in there when I shouldn't have? That kind of thing. That's an obvious one, but stuff like that.
And are you primarily Facebook?
Yeah, we're Facebook, and it's an equivalent.
Instagram.
It's called Nextdoor. I don't know if everyone's heard of that one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's those two, and then our second tier is Instagram, and we're going to start to just get into YouTube Shorts.
Oh my gosh, you should use that Opus with Heather on the shorts.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're just getting going on that, but primarily it's Facebook and Nextdoor, which is very much like that.
Okay. I saw your post in there, but I missed the word ads.
Yeah. Are you seeing good traction with Nextdoor, Alan? What's your experience there?
I haven't really gotten enough data to really tell you one way or the other, but it has promise. It's clearly a little bit less sophisticated from the prospects of how I can schedule or the targeting's pretty good, but I can't tell you results or outcomes. I just know going in, it looks like it's got some decent targeting, but don't have any data on the outcome side yet.
That's great. We'd love to hear on that in the session when you run on ads for sure. Yeah, that'll be great. Yeah. Well,
We've gone way longer than 20 minutes, Sanjay.
I
feel like we should wrap it up.
We want to wrap it up, folks. See you back on June the 5th, marketing apps, essential marketing apps, and we'll try to cover maybe one of the topics from today if we can somehow integrate that in. For folks who are local in Orange County, I am running a growth roundtable tomorrow evening in Irvine. at the Duck Club. So if you are local, please attend. You're going to enjoy it. A great speaker. We'll see you back on June 5th. Cindy, any other thoughts? Yeah.
I just
Thank
want to stay on because I promised to show something if anybody else wanted to see it. I can't remember if it was the social or which thing.
It-
So don't
it
shut
was
the
the
meeting
social
down,
post.
Sanjay.
I'm keeping the meeting on. Yep. I
Thank
stopped the
you.
recording
Good
for
to
this.
see you.
Thank you, Siri and Dalal. I will leave that. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye,
Kathy.
Sanjay.
Bye, Kumu. Good to
Bye,
see you.
Kathy.